So, I can't golf to save my life. Whether it be mini golf, which I do enjoy, or standard golf, of which I've only ever participated in driving ranges or chip and putt style courses, I'm just all around bad. Saying that, I enjoy a good golf video game. Maybe it's the dream of doing something I'm just not skilled or patient enough to get good at, or maybe it's just the relaxing nature of the sport. Well, until you hit the ball into a water hazard or bunker. But either way, golf video games have always been a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine. Although most of the golf games I've played belong to the Tiger Woods franchise, along with the Jack Nicklaus game I played on an old computer quite a bit, I have ventured out into other golf games, such as Everybody Golfs. In a recent Video Games Monthly unboxing, I received Swing Away Golf on PS2, although I was unable to test it due to the disc not being read by my PS2, which is becoming an increasingly frequent frustration. Regardless, I resorted to semi-nefarious means in order to experience the game, and so here we are. Surprisingly, Swing Away Golf was published by Electronic Arts of all people, the publishers of the Tiger Woods games. I wasn't sure if this was a good or a bad thing. In any case, when you start the game, you see a cast of colorful characters, so you can tell this game is going to be a bit on the goofy side. First off, I gotta say, this game is gorgeous looking. I normally talk about the graphics near the end of the video, but I was pretty blown away by the bright colors used to bring the courses to life. Leafy trees, a healthy selection of greens for the fairways, believable looking sand textures. I know, it's just a golf game. But it's something when I can notice this immediately, and again, I play golf games to relax, and this realistic looks helps. As for the golf action itself, well, it's golf. According to the manual, there are 6 courses available, although only one, the Forest course, is available at the start. In order to unlock the later challenges, you'll have to set foot in the career mode, starting as a lowly rookie and moving your way up the ranks. To do so, you'll compete against other golfers, enter tournaments, earn skill points and cash, and improve your golfer stats in 4 categories: power, accuracy, control, and recovery. Eventually, you'll be offered an invitation to participate in a test, in which you are told what the goal score is, and if you can manage to make that or better, you go up a rank, which at first simply means you can start earning cash from the tournaments to buy better equipment. It's simple stuff to get the hang of, and everything happens on a month-to-month basis. So what about the mechanics of hitting the ball? The game opts to use the old school power meter, where you are shown a simplistic arc and hit X 3 times, 1 to start the swing, 1 to designate power, and 1 to determine accuracy. To aim your shot, you use the D-pad left and right, with up and down dictating desired spin on the ball. Here's where we come to what I would say is the biggest glaring problem with Swing Away Golf: the aiming. I'm fine with the power system, as it's a mechanic I've used in countless other games. For some reason, in Tiger Woods games, where you use the analog stick to swing, I had a tendency of slicing the ball for some reason, so yeah, I'm fine with these, shall we say, hands-off controls. But when you use the D-pad for aiming the trajectory of your shot, the target jumps several yards at a time, even with a single, light press of left or right. Again, comparing it to Tiger Woods PS2 games, you can press, I believe it was circle, to bring up an overhead view of the hole, allowing you to fine-tune where you want to hit it. Here, you have to rely on the wind or purposely hit the ball off-center to get it to where you actually want it to go. This makes getting situations for getting eagles or excellent putting shots rare, since you never really feel like you have true control over where the ball should land. Thankfully, putting is slightly better, but only just slightly. Again, you can't fine-tune your putt, relying simply on incremental adjustments. Again, this is a game breaker, meaning that bogeys may happen more often than you'd like, simply because you can't hit the ball where you really want it to go. At least the game does give you an idea on the slope of the green, but there have been so many times where I just hit the ball to get it close to the hole, rather than full on going for the birdie, as I knew if I did, I'd probably overshoot it and just need to try again and risk going over par. In an interesting addition though, you do have 6 available caddies to give you advice. Some of them are definitely better than others, such as the one that I used at the end of my experience that didn't really know much about golf, but dang, she was in a good spirit most of the time. Sadly, many of their comments do get repetitive, especially when you are just starting out and don't have the power to make it to the hole in 2 or 3 shots. Thankfully, you can turn this, as well as the chatter from the opposing golfer, off in the options menu. Speaking of the other guys you golf against, many of the events that you enter will feature an opponent. I'm fine with this and all, but you are forced to watch their play. You can speed it up slightly by holding the X button, but most of the time, I just want it to be on the course by myself. Having them put up with the other golfer, complete with some of their wisecracks, slows down the pacing of the game. I get it. It's golf. It's a slow-paced sport. But when I can complete a full 18 holes in about 25 minutes versus about an hour with another person, then I just want to be left alone. All these grabs aside, I still enjoyed myself while playing swing away golf, even if I did only get 2 of the courses unlocked so far. I can tell I'm getting better with both the mechanics of the game and my digital avatar's skills, as I'm getting closer to reliably driving the ball for 300 yards each time. I can also win tournaments now as I learn the various holes and when to be cautious or when to be aggressive with my shots. And I'm super happy when I beat Billy, the kid who needs a slight deflating of his ego. Plus, when I won one of the tournaments, the prize was a horse. Instant gratification. Swing away golf probably won't take the place of the Tiger Woods games in terms of favorite golf games. The lack of fine-tuned swings just hurts the game that much. Saying that, though, if the game didn't have this problem, it probably would have been remembered as fondly as, say, the Hot Shots series of games. With 6 standard courses and lots of gameplay modes, as well as a course creation tool available that I haven't messed with, there's plenty of options to get a lot out of this early PS2 game if you're willing to spend the time with it. The content is here to be enjoyed. Final score? 5 out of 7. This is Reaper. Happy fragging.
Looking good.
Well done.